Scooby-Doo is the Bible of involuntary celibacy. I'm sorry. Look, somebody had to say it. We were all thinking it, right? Right? Well, since you people can't put any effort in, I guess I have to be the one to explain to you why Scooby-Doo is obviously an incel fantasy. Look, you all read the title. You think you know what's going on here. Let me tell you right now, you f***ing don't. You can't predict me. I'm erratic and violent. My name's Mia, by the way. I'll be your professor today. Let's start the show. Chapter 1, Scooby-Doo and the Fascinating Philosophy of Women Bad. Scooby-Doo Season 2, Episode 20, Stand and Deliver is a commentary on compulsory heterosexuality, our changing gender roles in the modern day world, and of course, incel ideology. You might think this is a joke. Look at me. Look into my cold, dead eyes. This is not a f***ing joke. This is my life's work. Hello, students. Welcome back. I hope you read the syllabus because I'm about to yell at you for the next 10 to 15 minutes about men who can't get it in and why it relates to a children's cartoon. And you're gonna sit there and you're gonna shut up and you're gonna enjoy it. The episode starts out with a family driving and all of a sudden a man sits in the road waiting to be hit by a car, much like me on a Tuesday, except to be fair, he looks considerably more dashing and also potentially conscious. Who's to say? This is the dandy highwayman. He's the villain of today's lecture and also a member of what you'll come to know as the manosphere. Mr. Highway is what you'll soon learn to confidently identify as a pickup artist. And also, not to spoil anything, but he's a Chad poser. Hands down, if you have questions, I will take them later. And if you have to use the bathroom, I don't know, piss yourself for all I care. Do it.
All I have is my wedding ring. I'm afraid it's not worth much.
Get his ass, baby. You deserve the world. This is Compet in the making. The premise of the episode is Velma's mom is horny. I'll get to that in a minute. Unlike most Scooby-Doo monsters, his superpowers aren't levitation or robotics. His power is, are you ready for this? You're not f***ing ready for this. Listening to women. He then blows up their car. Oh my god, wait, you're telling me he's an alpha man who like listens to me and robs people? Give me a call. The writers of the show, I guess, were like, how does he cast a spell on women? I don't know, I guess he lets them talk about their day. The bar on the floor. Why are you doing this to me, Mitchell? Let's speed this up. You think you couldn't comprehend me before? I dare you to f***ing assume that you'll ever understand my actions again. You are but a lowly pawn in my very own game of 8D chess that I play in my head. I killed God for fun and the void got lonely. Anyway, make sure to hit that like button and comment below for the YouTube algorithm. This isn't a bit, I need you. As I was saying, Velma's mom is horny. Ayo, comment for Velma's mom, guys. So she hires a pool boy who is, as you know, what we call a Chad. This was actually the inspiration for the 2016 classic Pool Boy starring Pete Davidson as Chad. This joke never got old ever. This demonstrates a very important concept in the incel worldview, so I hope you're taking notes. The women in this episode are what we call hypergamous. Hypergamy is the basic understanding that scientifically women are whores. I know. I was just as shocked to find this out about myself as you. God, you lick a knife one time and suddenly the firing squad of boys come knocking at your door. Take me away, officer. Oh wait, what's this? Caught in 4K f***ers. Basically, hypergamy is the concept that women sleep around in their 20s to have a bit of fun. Then, of course, they settle down with some tech bro in their 30s to provide financial security. Then, of course, they divorce you at 40 to take all of your beta bucks to go get some alpha fuck. It's all very simple stuff. Make sure you write this down. More on that later, but it was important for you to know that now because once you know the truth, you can't go back. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the start of the red pill. I'm about to f*** your day up. Daphne's mother is hypergamous. Velma's mother is hypergamous. Daphne herself is hypergamous because I guess incel theory is genetic. Again, I'll get to that later. Just shut up for now. This man is a Chad cell. Guys, I don't think you're ready for this.
I can't go on without my wife. I'm hungry.
The men need the women because they're hungry. Scooby-Doo was literally doing the women belong in the kitchen meme before it was even a thing. Wait a second. This is hunter-gatherer ideology. Any man who thinks this is, by default, a misogynist. What, do you think I had a joke? It's not funny. It's just sexist. Scooby and Shaggy do drag. She's a queen. She's an icon. So basically, this guy goes like full-on deviant male fantasy and like keeps them in a cave or something. Don't know what's going on with that. Pretty sure he's starting a sex cult. How do you join? Anyway, they finally catch the guy and it's revealed that he's just a little Chad poser here to meet some hot MILFs with money. Mask off. The ugly world of the dandy highwayman. A 2-hour YouTube documentary coming soon. So basically, the moral of the episode is women are simple creatures that you only have to pretend to listen to. That way you can secure your meal for the night. I love society.
Listening to women. Who Whoever heard of such a thing?
This sheriff, man, really saying what we're all thinking, am I right, fellas? Okay, it's time for your vocabulary lesson. Chapter 2, an introduction into complex incel theory. Let's do some human classification, shall we? But not like that. I did an immense amount of research for this video, and by that I do mean I watched a single contrapoints video and called it a day. My brain is a limiting medium, and my knowledge transcends the human form. I'm a dog on coke, a giraffe on PCP, a whale on Molly. The animal kingdom collectively fears me.
We can survive anything.
In this chapter, we will go over some vocabulary of the incel frame of mind to prove my thesis that Scooby-Doo is the Bible of involuntary celibacy. A Chad is a man with a superior skull shape. Off to an encouraging start. This isn't weird or creepy at all. I hypothesize that most humans land somewhere on the spectrum. I would highly encourage you all to check if you would be an incel or a Chad in this very logical and real scenario. Because even though it's stupid and a complete fallacy, it'll still get in your head and make you feel bad. And isn't that really what we all want? To feel something, anything besides unwavering terror every waking moment of your shitty life? Fred is a Chad. This is a fact. Daphne is a Stacy, whereas Velma is the contrasted Becky. I hope you see where I'm going with this. A Becky is a beta woman, defined by her loose and baggy clothes and a nerdy bun and her silly belief that guys like a natural look. That's so silly. No, they don't. Hey, me again. Real quick, we interrupt this program to tell you to please hit that like button and subscribe and comment for the YouTube algorithm if you're enjoying the video, because please. Also, I guess, maybe, I don't know, give me money if you want to, maybe, if you're able to and you enjoy the thing and you want to and you're able to. That would be cool. Anyway, back to Mia. You know, the more you look at this diagram, the more you realize it's actually more of a socioeconomic status signifier. And before you call me a communist like my father, I want you to bear with me here. Becky works a minimum wage job at Starbucks with a $5 backpack, but Stacy, well, you know, she's clearly had some work done. No judgment, obviously. I'm just pointing out that costs a bit of money. She most likely has wealthy parents. Anyway, that's enough Sacco for today. These caricatures fall under the umbrella category of femoid, whereas individually, Becky is a not like other girls girl, and Stacy is participating in a practice we in the scholarly industry call looks maxing. Look, I know Natalie already told you this stuff, but I have to do my part in educating the gleefully uninitiated. Stay with me, bitch. It'll take 1 minute. Incels are a part of the manosphere, along with pickup artists and MGTOW. MGTOW are men going their own way. Incels desire relationships and sex, but they don't get any because of their inferior skulls. And pickup artists desire sex but hate women. Here's a very important graph. It will be on the test. The 80-20 rule is a law of the hypergamy fallacy. I mean, a theory. It's a theory. It's very real. I believe every word I say, and you should too. Remember, guys, this video is about Scooby-Doo. Basically, the theory is that only about 20% of men are actually found attractive by women. It's very cool and very not deranged. So now you've taken the red pill. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Now it's time to apply this knowledge to the text, because Scooby-Doo is the Bible of involuntary celibacy. I don't know. One of them works. I don't care. Chapter 3, your degree in AP Applied Incelese and Forced Celibacy Media. Now that you're qualified to be an A-tier r/brain cell contributor, we can properly analyze the Scooby-Doo episode. Here's a breakdown of the characters. Now let's get into the important stuff. First up, Daphne's parents have sex on Tuesdays.
Barty, this is not the time for romance.
Oh, Nan, you know me better than that. It's not Tuesday.
Second up, there's an alarming trend of domestic terror in the United States, committed by men with incel ideology. This is incredibly disturbing and really shows the true depth that the black pill can have on your mind. This episode seems to follow that exact trend. We have a man who's clearly troubled and thinks that women are the end goal of masculinity. Sexual conquest is the only proper form that men have to cope with their need for domination or whatever. We're warriors, they say. Speaking of which, as I said earlier, this man is what I hypothesize to be. Hypothesize. What am I, an incel scholar now? Comment your favorite incel philosopher below. He's a Chad cell. To elaborate on that point, I think he's so concerned about being an alpha male that he's going to somehow destroy all of his relationships. Granted, he's dating the mayor, but like, come on, how long is that gonna last? Look at her. She could do so much better. Let's talk about the unmasking, mask off moment of the episode. The dandy highwayman is revealed to be the librarian. Spoiler alert. First things first, he was a beta from the start. He didn't get out much. He stayed in his room. He created this Chad persona as the dandy highwayman to pick up girls. And finally, he discovered the most important thing, the quickest way to a woman's heart, which, as we all know, is through her throat, by listening to her talk. Great stuff, everyone. Also, he couldn't even do that right. I think it's important to mention the other part I touched on earlier, the compet side. Compet, or compulsory heterosexuality, is a feeling mostly attributed to women, in which we feel this need to be with a man, whether or not there's a sexual or romantic attraction. A lot of lesbians experience compet before coming out because it's ingrained into our heads that being with a man is the only acceptable option. And of course, gay people are fine. They're cool. They're great. But you know, you're not one of them. So it's fine. Now go, scurry along. Have like 9 children in Massachusetts. I don't give a f. Just give me 40% of your income. I am the government. The women in the Scooby-Doo episode, God, this is so scientific. Ayo, Harvard, can I get a grant? They're all clearly experiencing this because they're just willing to get up and leave their families for some guy who just destroyed their property and cucked their husbands. Why does the mayor want to be with this man? I don't understand. The point is, Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated Season 2, Episode 20 was never about incel ideology. It was a commentary about how men see themselves and how they're forced into these ultra-masculine roles. And when they feel they've deviated from this norm, they go and close themselves off and fester in this ideology. I am so glad some guy wrote this to express all of the internal struggle he's had and all the many facets of his personality. Wait, it was written by a woman? Do we have a femcel on our hands? Do I have to make a video about femcels now? What the fuck?